Alright, I already unpackaged this. I told you guys that you'd get it in unboxing, so it's already unboxed because I thought that I didn't want nobody seeing all the other stuff for shipping. So if you can understand that and my actual name, some people actually know my name. I just don't need it spread out the way it needs to be spread out. So here we go. For start, this is one of the things. This right here, let me back you up. That right there is the case side for my Dana 60 GM axle, or for a Dodge Dana 60. You need that for the passenger side to make it work if you do a Dana 60 swap, or if you end up putting a Dodge Dana 60 under your square body and have to do the bushings and everything else. So you're going to need this. This is the bigger U-bolt and it fits over the case. So second of all, we got more decals, and I have something special just for those. So 2 of those. If you've seen how I got that U-bolt temporarily on there, when I said like a week ago about the update, it shows a picture of this music with me pointing at it. The reason why is don't do that, how I got that U-bolt, just to think that that's how it's going to work, because it's not going to work. No matter how tight you put it, you'll actually snap the U-bolt or cause more damage, or even lose the U-bolt or break a leaf spring. That's not how it's supposed to be. So this U-bolt fixes that. If you have to get off the trail, then you can get away with doing that temporarily, but don't make it how my leaf spring or my U-bolt is on my truck right now, a permanent thing. If you've seen it, everybody's seen it, obviously, but anyway, last but not least, so I will point this out to that. You see that right there. So there's what you're about to see is, here they are. Right there. That's a 7.5, 7.5, I believe. Shackle for the front of my truck. This hole right here is for the upper, larger DIY 4x shackle mount that's up on the frame for square body. It retains a way bigger bolt than your factory bolt. Those normally snap. And this right here is how it is when you order it. This, I believe, is a 7/16. On my truck, they're 1/2 inch, and I already popped them up there, and they kind of fit on the threads, but I don't want to screw up my threads. So light honing to 1/2 inch right there will indeed work. So when you order in parts, just understand what I mean about this. You might not like their parts, but you know what I mean. You can't really judge. But when you're ordering from other companies, they normally don't powder coat their parts. You're going to get it in a raw, like this U-bolt, and it will rust on you, or you're going to have to spray paint it yourself, or take it to a powder coat place. Kurt actually, can we get it to zone in? Rub the camera. Kurt does his powder coating. Adds a little bit of extra time to it. When you're ordering, there's a thing when you do your billing that'll say customer tech notes, and if you drop by the DIY 4x and ask on there, I believe somebody will get a hold of you, and you can talk to them yourself, or do it how I did it, because Kurt is very busy right now. The smaller parts come faster than the larger parts. Larger parts will be a bit of a delay because the fab time on it, like bumpers, tube doors, interior dashes, door panels, and I think even the roll cage for the K5s. it will still come to you, but you know what I mean. If you want quality work done, you can patiently wait or do it yourself. If you can find the DOM for that tube stuff. But anyway, we'll take a look. These are going on the front of my truck with 12-inch leaf springs, and the shackle front, the upper shackle eye is going to go forward on the frame like I explained. So normally a truck with a 12-inch lift has a shackle like that. Okay, these are going to be sitting just like that when I move it forward. So when the axle drops, obviously you've seen it, and that's why I have the flex video. It's going to be used for demonstrations, that previous, and when I'm done, because this will give it more flexing when I put the shackle how I want it. I still got to do all the math. I can't do it start today. I got work going on. Might not be able to get that started until probably until that job's done. But these are my parts that I told you about. If you caught the hint, you would have caught the hint when you watched the short that I was telling you. The parts are going to come in. I started work. Shipment was supposed to come around 2. They came sooner. Then they said my address was wrong. I had to get a hold of dispatch. So it turned into a big ordeal, like always, when I get stuff from UPS for my address. And that wouldn't include your address. So these are powder coated by Kurt. If you like them, you know what I mean. There will be more of his parts to come. Most people do crawler parts. I'm kind of trying to do both worlds here, so you know what I mean. I might try these on that 8-inch lift, but then again, I have the 12. I want to get that done, so then I can just get my 14 travel shocks done and over with in the panhard bar that's going to be put on it. And yes, I'm putting a panhard bar on leaf springs. And people say why? Well, the reason why you'd put the panhard bar on there with high arch leaf springs is because you intend to get the shimmy, which my truck already does, which I don't explain while you're going down the road. So I've handled multiple different issues with the way that truck handles, and because the shackles face forward, and it's on dually hubs, it intends to take the shackle and make it go like this on the frame. So I'm going to move it so it's like that. So when it steers, it probably won't go like this anymore because it has hydro assistance. You can understand that. The way, see, the leaf springs from most companies are not normal standard. There's the only one company I know by, and I never actually got my hands on personally a set of BDS, but I believe BDS are accurate. I do have their dimensions here in a book right there for BDS leaf springs. If you want custom leaf springs made, I can give you their dimensions, and you can have those custom dimensions made if you know a leaf spring place. So I can screenshot those for you if you know me, and you can have your own custom 4, 6, and 8 leaf springs for square body made. So you can understand that by their specs. So I like the parts, very good quality. U-bolt, we're moving forward. Like, subscribe, share. You don't have to if you don't want to. There's gonna be a lot more upgrades because this thing's a never-ending story. And then eventually, when things take off, because I ain't done, I've been hammering it with YouTube. Eventually, when we get further into it, we'll move on to other square body projects. maybe even a Yoda, and maybe an actual better system in merch. Probably a couple custom pieces of merch, since I can do things similar to what Kurt does, but I don't got a machine shop like he does. And enjoy the content. Thanks for watching, guys.